All right, folks, thank you for joining me. It's going to be a good day. We're going to go tackle the markets. We're going to make some money, and we're going to do some scalping. And we've already had a couple of winners here in the morning. One of them is right here. Let me pull up the chart for nat gas. By the way, God bless you today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being with me. All right, let's take a look. Here we go. This is the morning's nat gas chart. Well, actually, yeah, the only winner right now was up here a little earlier at 710. So we did have a good short, went right here, right short right at that level, overbought, which is our first condition. We enter on a breakdown below the sell magenta dots on extension 62, and we hit target pretty much right away. All right. Now this would have been a great short as well. We just did not quite hit overbought, so we didn't quite get there. Crude had a winner here. We went short right at that level at about 845, and that was the target right there. Oh, sorry, I think my audio went out. Hold on a minute. Yeah, okay, we're back. All right, very good. Let's bring this back. So the futures are back. Equity futures are back, huh? We've got a good breakout going on. I mentioned this a couple days ago. We look for a breakout above this level as confirmation of the move. We had a nice pin bar put in, and we are now moving up north. So maybe the NASDAQ is recovering from the April 7th low here. All right, let's take a look at the equities. We are overbought in both the Russell and the YM, and we're overbought in the NASDAQ. That's the NASDAQ chart. Gold is oversold right now. Had a lot of volatility after this morning's press release, news release. Let's see. We did have this release at the employment situation at 8:30. It's now 9:05, so we got about 35 minutes after the announcement. And we do have factory orders coming up at 10. All right, so we are approaching oversold. I would wait until we hit down here. For gold, let's take a look at nat gas is just having a field day. We're going everywhere, except we're not overbought or oversold yet. We are almost overbought in crude. We'll see how that goes. Silver, not too much going on there. The 830 spike pushed us and oversold, but there was no dot for going long. All right, live cattle is still out there in the waiting till it opens at 9:30. All right, could be a big day. We already see some good volatility. Seeing some good things already. Let's switch silver to our Euro currency futures here. Euro futures. Yeah, not too much. We are oversold. This could be a good buy signal, but not a qualified buy dot. The swing just wasn't quite put in yet. If I do go long, it'll be like a 2-contract trade. Target would be let's see, guys. What do you think? Should we do this one? This is a $62 trade. All right, let's go long. And we're going to go long 2, and I'm going to go and buy limit right there. And let's see if we can hit our target up there. I don't know why I deleted that. I wanted to see. Yeah, that's about where our target should be, right? So we're about 61% of the risk. Let's see if we can get some money today. So we're long in the 6E. Not exactly an ideal setup. We are oversold. We broke above this resistance. Which is a minor entry point. It just did not have the full swing designation because the one bar we have to have 4 bars before it that are lower than it. Very simple swing calculation. Let's see if the 6E can cooperate. If not, no big deal. I'm gonna be here all day. I'm gonna be here all day, folks. Hope you had a good Thursday, and I hope you're enjoying Friday morning. If you have any plans for the weekend, let me know about it. We can talk about our plans. My plan today is we're going to go test drive a used car for my wife. Yes. So that's exciting. Used or new, don't know yet. All right, 6E. You got some possibilities here. Although it did get hammered pretty well when we had that move to the 38% level. What will the 6E do? Check into our crude. Nat gas is overbought. Keep an eye right there, guys. Nat gas is overbought along with the equities. It's good to see the equities overbought. All right, 6E is fighting for our target. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Let's see if we can reach it on this push up. Oh, we're so close. We're actually at 61% right now. I went for one tick beyond it. I guess I'm greedy. All right, well, yay. Yay me, right? Yay me. All right, where did we go long? I went long here. Well, we did it, guys. We got a winner. It's nice to start a day with a winner. All right, so I got my little calculator out here. We got a winner. Now it hit, look at that, hit the 100 and it bounced off. So we got a winner in the 6E. Let it be known from this day forward, we got a winner in the 6E. Okay. My delusions of grandeur. People recording my events. Oh, ooh, all right, guys and gals. I always say guys, but I'm an old man. Guys in my world, I'm our guys and men and women, which is funny. Maybe I am gender dysmorphic or whatever, but we always used to say guys and it meant everybody. Some people get offended at that. Let me know. I'm happy we got a win. We got to celebrate our wins. So again, what we did, just a recap. We look for two things with Lion. We look for being oversold. What does oversold mean? Oversold means you get these red diamonds and these yellow dots. All right, that's all it means, and you're below the 100 moving average. So these pinstripes here are channels. Oversold channel on the bottom, and you got an overbought channel at the top. So once we're oversold, we start looking for swing points. Swing points. Now, extension 62 draws swing points. The blue dots are the swings, but it's based on a swing calculation, really simple. 4 bars before that bar must be below its high. 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all low. And then these 4 are also all below the high, and that's what makes a swing point. Well, here, let me get this out of the way. Yeah, that's much better. So right here was a swing point, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are below it, but 4 behind it were not below it. So this one went high. And you know what? I said, it's good enough. It's a swing of 2 strength and 4 strength. 2 strength on the left, 4 on the right. Good push upward. I waited till it moved up a little bit. You saw it. It came back down, and then it went up from there. So I did get filled right at that high. And we're only targeting, we're being very, very conservative. We're targeting 61% of this swing. So the most recent swing. Let me draw that again. Now the swing extension is from here up to here. And that's 61.8% of this distance. What if I made this a little thicker? Would that help you guys? I think it would help me. There we go. Anchor line. Let's go like 5. So again, the swing was from there down up to there, and the target was achieved pretty quickly by hitting there. All right. I know. I'm hopefully I'm explaining things right. And not being overly crazy. Now, we also respect the 100 MA, and I'm glad that we got out right around the 100, because it seems like the 100 has been serving as pretty good resistance. It was support back in this time, and now it's resistance going forward. And yeah, we don't need to be heroes. Now the Leto channels also produces not just these channels, but also produces our tendency histogram. Yes, tendency histogram. So this is showing us that during this time, from 9:25, let's say, up until 10:30, the 6E has typically been a bearish market in the last 7 days. That's all it says. So in the last 7 days, this seems to be a downward period of time. And that's not a guarantee of future tendency or trend, but it's something to think about. For some reason, the market has tended to be below the 100, so we keep that in mind. There are certain cycles of time and trading, and this is a simple way to just see where it's been, and we use that as a like a 10% factor in our trading decisions. This, for example, was green. You see that little thinner green lines up there? Tell you what, let's make that a little bit more stronger in color. We can control that. The past positive tendency, we're going to make that a 6. And we're going to make the past negative tendency a 6 as well. So there we go. We're getting the pop a little bit. So the tendency has been up during this period of time. Since we were so low and oversold, that encourages me to go long because the tendency is long or up. So I was happy to go on a signal right there, and we did hit target. Okay, so that was my thought process going in. Boy, crude is just a wiggler today. Now we were technically overbought here. You see the yellow dots, red diamonds. Um, and this was the sell signal that was closest to this move, but I would not go short here because I need more space. You can't go short near the 100. Now it might work out, it might not work out, right? That's not my thing. I'm just telling you what the theory is or the strategy is. Might have been obviously it would have been a good trade if I went short at the breakdown of that swing low because we definitely exceeded our target for sure. But this is a tighter one, right? There's 2 bars before it and 2 bars after it. So this is a 2-bar swing low. Alrighty. Nat gas is overbought. Its tendency has been down, down, down right now. All right. So we got that. We got our little scalp. 1 win, no loss today. Should I quit? All right. I'm not. I'm sticking around. All right. MYM. On some of these, this was a 1, 2, 3 bar. Fourth was below it. 1, 2, 3, 4 was above it. So this was almost a sell signal. We're at 9:19 in the morning. The risk is about 9 contracts. Let's go short. We're going to do about half of that. So we'll do 4 contracts short. All right, so we're short now in the micro YM. What is our target? What is our target? So we're short based on that signal. We have to draw a target line now because we're not going to get it from extension 62 because there are no dots formed. So we're just going to I just do an extension from the high of my risk down to my entry point, and it's 61.8. That's where we got our signal here. All right, so let's go trying to make clearer. I don't know if I'm making it clearer or not, but so we're risking about $140 on this trade. Let's see if the YM can move south for us. Again, being very conservative on risk. I'm not here to over leverage myself. And if this trade doesn't work out, then we're out. Then we are out and we'll be waiting for it to go back down. I like to have a trade go my way right away. This one isn't. So I'm considering crashing it, exiting. The tendency is a little weak here. It's kind of oscillating. Let's see. Lion is based on 2 things. It's overbought, oversold based on actual historical information over a significant number of days. So it's a scientific approach to being overbought, oversold. But then also we look at structure breaks. We look at structure breaks. And structure was right here. There was a 3 swing node right at that point, right? And there was a structure break. We broke through that, and now we're looking for a resumption of that structure break going down to the 61.8 level, which is right there. Well, we're coming at the 9:22 mark. We got another 7 or 8 minutes here before the open. Another option is right to consider reducing the number of contracts. We're in 4 right now. I can easily peel off 1 or 2 instead of closing the whole position. That's one way to reduce risk. Or close out the whole thing. The risk is what, 140, so our target is 61% of that. 18 times 4 is what, about 80 bucks, 76, 72, like that. That's our target, $72. Trading a full contract size, this would be 720. Not many people, well, I guess a lot of people do, but not everyone knows that micros are 1/10 of the minis. That's my helpful tip for today. Glad they did that. Makes the math easy. All right, if this guy doesn't go south, I'm going to be out. See, we've got a rising trend here. Nice ascending trend, which isn't good for me. I want it to come down. We need a good break. All right, well, that's encouraging. That is encouraging. Let's yeah, well, we found some buyers hiding there. Okay. I mean, waiting can be funny. Regular laugh riot. Laugh a minute. You gotta figure out how to get like music to play in the background. I don't know if that's possible with YouTube. I don't know if they like that or not. Oh, one thing. I have a day trader song I created with the help of generative AI. So if you want to hear my day trader song, I'll send it to you. It's kind of funny. I think it's a beautiful song. Um, so put a comment below, and I'll send you the link to the song. Um, I made it. It's kind of. I think it's kind of cute. Well, I don't say cute, but it's not too bad. It's actually a catchy tune. All right. So if this closes and we're still fully below the entry price, I will be moving my stop trailing it to break even. And just for the heck of it, let's go and put I reduced 1 contract on this trade, so I'm down to 3 contracts. Took some profits, nothing wrong with that. All right, so we closed. I'll move that to break even. So this red bar is fully below the entry price. That's one of my little easy, wait, no, I don't want that. Well, it's roughly the same. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll keep that target there. It might come back, snap to us, but it might not. It might go down further. So once this red bar closed fully below that entry price, that's when my little trigger to move it to break even. Did I already say that? Oh, Lord help me. Well, looky here. Come on now. Keep moving there, YM. We want a second win. Let's get a little more profit locked in. I just exited another contract, so we locked in some more profit. And yeah, look at you, YM. Do your thing. You can keep going down to my target. I like when I hear target filled. Hey, that's a good name for a company, a trading company. Target filled. Oh, never stop thinking. Target filled. Target filled. Another little pop down there, YM. Filled my target. Filled. Target filled, she says. Well, I don't want to brag, but I will. We just hit a winner. So it gets a little dicey when we're doing multiples like this. I will mark it down as such. It gets a little ugly, but we have 3 winners. So we got a winner for 15 tick, a winner for 27 ticks, and a winner, 2 winners, 2 contracts at 34 ticks. I don't want to brag, so somebody else please brag for me. Appreciate it. Thank you. Lion has got another winner, so. All right, look at another market. The Russell, it had a short signal here, but again, right around the 100, I am not interested. This could be a valid selling point. I don't know. I don't want to push it. Ah, Lord. Okay, now I'm officially mad. Look at this one. I'm officially upset now. The gold got us. I wasn't looking at it. I need you guys' help. Who's out there? I need you guys to monitor some of these charts for me. So this was a perfect lion trade. You can see we went oversold. I mentioned it earlier. Dang, cyan dot printed. Buy signal was clean. The only negative is that we have a tendency a little bit to be down, but like I said, that's a small consideration. But we would have hit target. Plus some. Well, you know what? You can't win them all. Can't get in on them all, I guess I should say. We haven't even looked at the beautiful equities trades. Let's take a look at Meta from yesterday. Huge gap up in Meta. You can see that. This is where it was. It opened up here. The minute that it's that high on a gap, this is a good encouragement to sell. So if you're bold and courageous, you could have sold right at the open because you're already at the maximum move. This is the maximum gap of the last 7 days. And I think yesterday I was watching it, but this was a short I took, and it would have hit target. I believe that exceeded it. Again, on a strict rule set, this was a short setup, overbought, hit our blue magenta dot, and we went to target, right? Okay, so that was a good one in Meta. Tesla. All right, it's 9:32. We're at the open. So Meta is opening up a little bit, but definitely not as much as it was yesterday. It was up here. Tesla is here. M2K. Well, looky there. So smart to get out at our extension level. Maybe Mr. Fibonacci was right. Maybe there is something to Fibonacci's. All right. LE is up here. Lion is there. 6E, I should say. The 6E has got a good sell setup here. We're overbought. Overbought right now. Screwed. And take a look at Nat Gas. Nat Gas has got a setup coming here. Getting close to a tendency to be positive, but tendency's up. This is a really good little triangle pattern. Got triangle coming here. So one way to trade a triangle is to, I like to look for the node that touched prior to the current nodes. Nodes touching the rays that I've drawn, the triangle outlines. So that means if it gets down to here, which is a perfect selling point based on our system, Lion system, we would do that. Now it's a $210 risk, so I'm just going to go with one contract, and I am going to go and sell one sell stop here. So we're selling at that magenta dot. So we're breaking out of this rising triangle. That's a good sign. There we go, a little fake out there. Triangles can be very whippy in that once you do a fake out like this, it could certainly soar upward. Um, fake out, fake breakout, I guess it's called. That's why we wait. We wait until it moves to a more significant breakout level. Patience, grasshopper, right? Patience of a lion. Hmm. Hmm. If we put in another magenta dot here, we'll be moving up our entry level. So we've got 4 bars prior to that. So that's one qualification. We need 4 bars after it to be above this low. And that will give us a new sell signal, sell level. 6E has put in a sell level. We can do 2. I'm going to put an order in for 1. Let's see, where was I? NG. That's right. So we got NG, and we have that. I need is a ATM strategy. All right. Oh, the 6E. Excuse me. 6E is moving up. Moving on up. Okay, we got our order filled on the NG. We're gonna first target is we're short on the NG, everybody. We're gonna wait for our entry level to fill here. Target to be displayed. That's what we want. Now our risk again, we are short is 220. We're risking 220. Okay, so we have our target. You see that was right here. We're not being greedy. We're just going to go for target. Short on the natural gas contract. 60 is moving higher. That's fine. There we go. That's nice. It's nice that we've got this support. We're going to be targeting right that support. So that could be an area. It was an area of buying for sure. Um, so we're not going to be greedy. We're not going to try and push below that. Next target would be the rising 100 here, but I am not going to push for that. In fact, tell you what, let's move one tick in front of that. All right, well, if this bar closes below the entry, I'll be moving my stop up there. Down there, I should say. Well, this one won't close below it. It's already exceeded it. Come on, nat gas, let's push. Go lower. Go lower. And we wait. Where is 6E at? Let's check that out. Wow, that's just happy to go higher. Really took a beating yesterday after some reports came out. It kicked my butt. Let's see, NASDAQ, YM. We're not overbought. Overbought is up here, so that's really not a trade yet. Oh, we're doing good. All right, we're back in the green on our short nat gas trade. Gold, man, I'm mad that I missed that trade. Well, this was technically a winner in the micro NAS. So overbought, right? Our first entry dot, boom, right here, go short there, and we target there. That would have been a good one. All right, net gas is back into the red. Back in the red. Patience, patience, patience. Patience. Yeah. Mm, like that. 9:43. What happened? Well, it came in an area of strong selling, and let's see if it reacts likewise to that level. I move my target down there since volatility is a little bit higher. Well, you guys tell me, what would you do here? Are we leaving? Are we staying? Tempted to pull the plug on this guy. No, I'm going to hold on. Mm-mm. A good area to sell. You see that we have that sloping trend line of the upper triangle coming into an area where we broke out of that triangle. This could work. Sell, there's a lot of supply here. Supply being, an overabundance. People don't want to buy into supply. They're selling, you know, out of supply. And let's see if the sellers step in again. Down here, we've got our target at demand. So there's a demand area here. That's where we want to be buying. I don't know. It's so clear to me, right? Why doesn't the market, uh, I guess it doesn't care about what I think. I'm going to move this back up. I want to catch it just before that low. Where are we at on other stuff? 6E is happily moving north. We don't have any setup on crude. These guys are not doing much really now after the news and the open. Okay, so we're back to watching nat gas move around. Okay. Looking at nat gas moving around. What do you do for a living? Oh, I watch natural gas move around. All right, there we go. We got a new sell signal there in the 6E. So I moved up my entry. Oh, I like looking at nat gas move that way. What do y'all think? Should I hold on? This is looking pretty strong, natural gas. Come on, a couple more ticks. We need our third winner today. We need a three. Triple. Is it three? I think I had three trades. 6E. Maybe it's two trades. Gosh. Come on, we're at 90 bucks. Yes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. The drama is over. Target has been achieved. The lion sleeps tonight. Okay. I should be able to sing that song every time we get a winner. We a month away. All right, so I know we got two trades that are winners. We got the natural gas, right? Okay, crude 6E. We had a winner. We had a winner in 6E. All right, not doing much here. Yes, there were three. Yes, I'm not losing my mind. Natural gas, 6E, and the MYM. I'm so glad I'm not losing my mind. Guys, we got three winners. What do you got? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're blessed. Nobody's talking to me. Did I say something wrong? All right. Did I lose you when I do I lose you when I talk about theological things? And I hope not. God loves you, and He has made a way for us to be with Him. Amen. Amen. All right, where are we at? I love it when a plan comes together. We got three wins, peeps. Trace winace. It's the word for winner, Spanish. Three wins. I'm gonna use my cell phone for Ghana. Ganar is to win, earn, gain, make, beat, or get. Ghana. Let's see if I can get it to play here. I want to pronounce it right. It's giving me trouble. Gana. Ungana. No, Prince Ganas. Okay. I don't know Spanish that well. I'm going to put three wins and translate here. Three. Oh, okay. Tres victorias. Victorious is what it's got now. Let me see. To win is ganar. Oh, the noun is la victoria. All right, one of those. Tres victorias or tres ganar. Oh, I think what it is. Oh, okay, my bad. Ganar is a verb. So the noun is victorious. English is funny. Like if you say runs batted in, like we've got three runs, that's a verb. So we got three verbs, three running verbs, which is kind of funny. Okay. But that's the way English is. Tres victorias. If you're a Spanish speaking person, please encourage me in my Spanish. So it's pretty, I don't know, guys. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm happy, happy, happy with that. That was a perfect, well, not perfect trade. I wish it would have gone to target right away. But, guys, this is life. Life in the fast lane. All right, where's 6E? Now, the tendency for 6E is down. We are definitely not down. We are up. So this is an interesting, I guess you call it divergence. Be looking to go short here. All right, so it's a $244 risk. Just had an idea to add a feature onto extension 62. Uh, and allergies. You guys have allergies? They're not fun. All right, so I think the MYM is just, there's nothing overbought or oversold here. The equities are just hanging around the 100. Now, another feature of Lion is we don't want to trade anything that's just flopping around the 100. That's not how we trade. We trade when we move away. This is the decision points. When you're above, far above, or far below. And that's it. That's what overbought, oversold is all about. Gold does what gold does. Okay. Again, remember, I do have a AI generated song. It's like a folk song kind of a thing. So if you want it, I will give it to you. Yeah, that's how generous I am. You could sing along. Well, Nat Gas is bounced off the 100 pretty much like a solid move there. Coming into a bias area of up, right? Tendency to be up. Guess we can get rid of these lines. Okay. Lion, live cattle is afraid of the lion. They're not getting any trades in live cattle today. Let's move it then. Let's check out something that's different. Go to silver. Oh, silver had an overbought here, but nothing really that was an entry level. Silver is hanging out there. Let's take a look at 6J, at a currency almost set for a short in the 6J. Just like the 6E. 6J is the Japanese currency, 6E is a euro. There it is. Let's hold off on that. What's the risk here? So the risk is less. This is a $244 risk. 6J is at 131. You see that? So the risk number puts at the bottom right. Right now, that distance in risk is $131 in equity. I'm going to switch it around though. Heating oil, oddly enough, had a winner, but heating oil is a pretty widespread, so I don't trade it very often. Right now it's pretty low, but can definitely be a widespread instrument. We are oversold in heating oil. Another one I like to look at is this is feeder cattle. Feeder cattle actually has a short here. Risk is 288. Tendency is up. We were overbought. It came down. This is technically the short level in feeder cattle. This spread can be really, really monstrous too. Kind of a triangle pattern to a degree. Not kind of. It actually is a triangle pattern. Let's trade one, that level. All right, so we are now short in live feeder cattle. I'm gonna go modified entrant exit right there. We'll go to that swing low. This is a little bit more speculative. Yeah, it is definitely more speculative. I'm breaking some rules, guys. Shouldn't have done a break of the rules. I will repent. Yeah, I went off the plan. We might lose it. Keeping my keeping my risk tight. It's about $110, $120 risk. Tendency is gently coming down on the backside of the slope. Yeah, 6E has got another sell level. Let's move it up. Again, the risk is still well within our means. We are short in the feeder cattle, GF. These are the cattle that are, I think, those are the ones going to market. I should look that up. A lion likes to prey on cattle. Yeah, it looks like it's going to hit us. Where's our 6E? 6E still is keeping away from our entry. Excuse me. Oh, waiting. 6E. Crude is down here. Add gas. All right, well, we're out of the GF. We have 3 wins, Trace victorious, and 1 loss. We have a 125. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Do it. There is our 1 loss so far today. May it never happen again. Equities bouncing around. What song should we sing when I lose a trade? All right, here we go. GF. I don't think it has downside ability, but we'll wait for a more significant uh, setup. I guess my mistake was this was a pretty long time since it was overbought. Entering back here is, we're talking half an hour. Yeah, half an hour late. So I got in too late. Yeah, we're gonna go back to plan. All right, so what's our plan? Crude is taking a header south, $57.80. When was the last time it was at 57.80? All right. So we all know that the equities are going north. What's crude at? Well, actually, it's been that low. I didn't know that. Oh, it's been as low as 54 back on the 9th. Man, let's go back to monthly. When was the last time crude this low? Hmm. Well, it's out to lunch right now. Let's see if it comes back. Okay, overbought in feeder. And we're getting close to entering on the 6E. We are overbought. You see the yellow dot printing. That's our first step. All right, so monthly, I guess we haven't been. We were back in May of 23, we were that low. Man, I don't remember crude being that high. I don't watch crude all the time. I gotta admit, crude really tanked. Negative 19, I remember that day. Back at the pandemic. Crazy. Had a friend of mine call me up, said, what is going on? Okay, there we go. 6E is getting near to entry. Six E is getting close. That gas is nowhere near close. to an overbought, oversold. We're getting near our short. GF still trucking away. I'm gonna take a look. Let's go. I don't want to go. I've been on the neck NQ for a while, so let's change it up. A daily on the YM, we actually have not broken up that significantly up on. So the NASDAQ is more bullish than the YM. As you can see, it was 6E. 6E is working its way out of overbought. Leader is up there. All right, 6E is getting closer and closer to going short. All right, we are short, so our stop goes up here, and our target is going to be in this region. All right, we're risking $194. Target is here, as drawn by the blue horizontal lines. You might want to move your stop. I'm not gonna, but I would consider here, like this area, if you don't want to risk too much. It definitely cuts down our risk profile nicely. So we'd risk this much to gain about maybe twice of that. Let's see what it does. $125 risk up there. So we are short in the 6E, peeps. Short in the 6E. What is going on with that 6J? Look like a mimic chart of the 6E. Yeah, that was a better trade, I think. Yeah, smaller risk, a little bit less reward, but could be good there. All right, 6E is giving us a little bit of trouble. We got in right at the low. Nat gas, not much. Really, nothing else is going on. Take a look at the equities while we're waiting for 6E to go in our direction. All right, nothing there really. Not overbought, oversold in either Meta or Tesla. 6E. Well, had I put the stop here, we would have been out. And if you're out, that's fine because you can always re-enter on a breakdown here. Hmm. Well, we're getting less in the red. Getting less. I'm all move south. Anything else? Yeah. Factory orders was 10, and then we have nothing until 1. Yeah, this was the trade to take, folks. The 6J. 6E is coming back. That's good. Good for me. Yay. Yay, Lion. But it fell onto a hot plate. Jumped off the hot plate. All right. It's encouraging. That is encouraging. Who's with me? That is encouraging. Now we could consider moving our target, but I'm going to hold on for our full one. All right. Don't go up. All right, come on, dollar. Get strong. We need a strong dollar. Stronger dollar. All right, once this closes in the green, boy, it's really touchy, isn't it? It's just peeking its way down. All right, we have that bar that closed fully in the money. I moved my stop to a tick in the money. This is the breaking point because we have got a good amount of demand here. Good amount of demand waiting for it to break through that. It might not. Get rid of this horizontal line. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Hey, 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 I'm on my way. Man, I wish I could sing. Ooh. I always wanted to sing bass, and I just don't quite have it. When I sing higher. Well, we're at mid level. It's gonna maybe give us old Fibonacci hot plate. Hey, we get stopped out. We get stopped out. C'est la vie. That's la vie. La vie. I would like it to go to Target. If anyone's listening out there, put my order in. Let's go to Target instead of stop. But uh, we're stopped out. I think we got break even. They got a tick out of it. We got one tick. I'm not even gonna list it. 6E was the trade. 6J was the trade. Okay. What is silver doing? Oversold. Oversold. Now, oversold and strong tendency upward. This is technically a buy. My gold and silver. It's interesting. They gold and silver tend to follow one another. You can see the tendency histogram was green here, red here, green here. And gold, we also had green, red, green. So they do tend to follow one another. I have seen copper is, I've seen it to be more contrary to silver. Take a look at copper. Yeah, it's green and red. It does its own beat. It's not a precious metal. Follows its own little beat. Good short right here in copper. That was a winner. No other signals. I think silver had buy dots. So there's buy dot in silver. XE hit our short-term fib level, and that was where it bounced. Gonna go back in on this trade. Let's see if we get filled back at our exit. Because I think it's got legs. Still got pretty much negative tendency. I got ticked out. One tick. Silver is bouncing off oversold again. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 23 in the afternoon. Mm-mm. All right. Yeah, that's a little speculative, but we are gonna. If we can get back up there, we've got and it's still got a downward momentum. Best laid plans. Okay, so we are short in the 6E. Targeting here. Our stop is above there, which is short in the 6E again. Target is back down to move it to that fib level. Target that fib. Okay, SI, nothing much there. It's oversold, but we're waiting. Nat gas. 6E is moving down. Moving down. Target is that, yeah, I should have seen that. This is support. Resistance became support. This was a support area. 6E is moving south. We had one tick win, which is basically with commissions is break even on this. Tickled my stop. Target. Tickled my target here. Yeah, I don't know. 6E is not making headway. I mean, look at that tendency has been pretty significant in the after the 1040 hour. All right, well, we got one bar in the money. Let's not be too stingy. I'm going to give it a natural support resistance level to be our stop. Maybe we'll get stopped out. So we got three wins, a break even, and a loss so far. Shooting for another win. Come on now. Good risk metrics. It's like a 3-to-1 reward to risk here. But 6E is going to get us. All right, so that's 2 losses. Not a bad loss. Not a bad loss. We only lost here to here. $31 plus commission. Okay. So 3 win, 2 loss. Good news is the losses weren't full losses. MCL. $60 Lion. $10.30. Yeah, we don't have anything until 1. Silver is oversold. Copper not doing anything. Yeah, heating oil came out of it. It's oversold. That would have been a real gutsy move. But it would have be a winner. Victorious. How did feeder cattle work out? We had another short in feeder cattle, but that would have been a loser. Feeder cattle just drifting up. HE is scatterbrain. Choose. Oh yeah, we didn't look at soybeans. Nothing going on in soybeans. Soybean oil, what are you doing? Nothing. Agriculturals are flat. And I wanted to look at the UB. Well, not too encouraging on that. We had a long here for a tick, 2 ticks maybe. That's not too impressive. That would have been a win. Uh, then it went back into oversold. This would have been a winner. Just probably filled at that target. It just came up. Just hit it. Nothing else. Yeah, the 6J was the trade. You. What can you do? You can see we had a 5 tick loss. We had 11 tick win here. So our win and loss is 50%. Profit factor is 2.3. 6 ticks is net. My little auto summarize P&L indicator basically summarizes these drawn rulers. So you just get a quick idea of how each instrument or each chart traded. I'm offering that for free, that little tool, this little green box tool. If you want it, let me know. I'll send you the zip for Ninja 8. Gotta be Ninja 8 though, because I don't do 7 anymore. Meta is overbought here at 10:35 in the morning. Tesla is not doing anything. We switch that to how about Apple? Oh wow, Apple was big gap down. It just hit oversold, and that was the low of the day so far, right? Look at that. Just clipped it, and it's been up ever since on a downward, downward gap. Going long there, a breakout there put us in here, and stop would have been down there. Never got touched on the stop, and the target was achieved there. So the Apple trade would have been good. That is a winner for $1.42. I'm still up 112 bucks today on a very small risk. We didn't discuss trend trades um, because I'm looking at one right here. That would have been good. 2 of them actually, right? Gas moved off the 100 twice, maybe 3 times if you think about it. That would have been the way to go right here. Go long. We have green tendency, which is what you're looking for, and they didn't break these lows. I don't like trend trades because I have seen trends not materialize. Like here, this could be a trend trade, but tendency is down, so that negates that idea on the 6J. This is a downward. Okay, well the YM is moving into a little bit more positive break of our triangle. Possible trend trade here. However, it's a little late to the party. If I were to go on a trend, I would do $20 per contract. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I don't feel comfortable with trends. Possible setup for a trend. Green histo. We've reverted, gone other side of the 100. Did not push below that red dot, and we could push above here. Well, if we're going to do a gold trend trade, this is the time to do it. Came into some good selling at that target. Order in for one contract. Micro, gold, we're filled. Target here. Let's see if this buying demand zone is going to hold or not. Making a real tight stop. Very tight stop. Well, we got stopped out. Tiny, tiny little loss. All right, well, that's an $8 loss. Oh, I must have some old. Let me get rid of my old. Oh, there they are. Tiny loss. 43 people. Hmm. Yep. Those are pretty dead. Hmm. Friday afternoon coming up. I think our trade. Oh, you pooper. It got me. Missed another silver. That's two silver trades. The only trades on this chart. Boom. There's one. There's a trend trade that I would not have been on. And here is another one. I think I need a team. I need a trading team. If you guys want to apply to be on my trading team, hey, I definitely need people watching this for us. By the way, as we're coming near 11 o'clock, I would love it if you visited my store. I'm at store.sbgtradingcorp.com. There you can purchase the Lion system. You can purchase the two indicators, which are the extension 62 and Leto channels. I would be forever grateful and thankful if you did that. If not, you can always email me, ask me any questions you've got. My email is at the store's address. You know, go there, store.spgtradingcorp.com. Then you can email me from there. You can leave a message here in the comments of this video. I'm just looking for people to talk to. I'm just looking for people to talk to. Oh, guys. So now, if the market woke up, this would be a trend trade. Oh boy. Huh? Who wants to go long here? Tempting, tempting, tempting. Yes. All right. We go back up here. Let's give it a little bit of space. We have green. We have price did not exceed it. Price is at the 100. Price didn't go below the prior dot. All right, we're near getting filled. Over. Yeah, market's got no heart. Where our target is. All right, canceled the YM. Hmm. We're just sliding into nothing right now. Sliding. No, we got to be thankful. The Leto channels has kept us out of a lot of bad, choppy conditions. I'm not looking to trade all the time. Tried it, not easy. All right, well, I'm interested. Let's try our trend again. Target is at that high. We're in gold. We went long at that level before. Hmm. Big move off of the 100. All right, well, that's encouraging. Trend trade again, a little bit modified. Guess I'm just sad, but I am getting bored. I mean, it's an attractive move off of that. Bounce off the 100, back into where we bought it prior and lost. Yes, we lost the trade. This could go well. Tell you what, let's wait until we get, once we hit here, I'll move our stop to break even. It's a little marker there so I know to move break even. Close enough. Gold, I don't want you flicking back on me. Don't want you to come back on me, you little flicker. We don't want you putting in no double tops on us. All right, well, one push went through. See that tendency, that historical tendency to be up is interesting. Okay, so this target is based on this swing. I'm sure you can see that. The way you know that is the left edge of the line lines up with the dot that it's connected to, quote unquote connected to. And the right end of the line hits where the price was exceeded. So that's how we know. The bar that it started on is that bar at the end. Let's lock in that profit. So our stop is 3267.9. On market. Wow. We're already up 30 bucks, so we probably got 20 or so, 25 locked in. Nineteen are locked in with a slippage, perhaps. I know you want to hit my target. Anything else going on? Silver 6E. Another NG trend trade did pay off, but I don't like it. We did not hit our long in the YM. Glad I didn't get on that one. Gold still making some headway. Pretty. All right, so that's a $24 lock on the gold trade. Oh, we didn't even talk about Bitcoin. This is our micro Bitcoin futures here. Not really much. Yeah, I mean, we had an overbought. However, the dot is below the 100. This is our trade right now. I think we're gonna, well, we got a winner. Got the win locked in for 24 bucks. Let me get rid of that line. And we're holding out for the full target. It's still far from overbought. So overbought is this channel. Oh, we're coming up on 11. Coming up on the end of our session, folks, if you have any questions, this is the time to ask them. It's really been a good day. We're up. We're going to be up about $200 when we close this trade, which hopefully will be in the greens at target. Target filled. Come on, girl. Say it. And we're at 62 positive, so we might be about I live for the target filled, girl. Come on, target filled. And if we do close it out at a $24 win, you can see our profit factor is given here. We have 1 win, 1 loss, 3-0. P&L would be 16 ticks. You can ignore the median. The median is not meaningful if you have an even number, such a low even number. All right, it is coming up on 11. You can see gold is resting a little bit. That's all right if you rest a little bit, but don't retrace. M2K, YF. Let's see, the 6E did do a little bounce off the 100. Dang, this is a good solid trade in silver. The risk is high, but it's a $275 move. You're risking 600 though, so to make like 375. 325 with a risk of 550, is that right? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, but that was a sweet setup. And I was there. I was looking at 6E perhaps. All right. Pause is okay. 11 o'clock. Well, either target or stop. I'm not going to move it. And it looks like stop. The stop has been chosen. We came so close. We came so close. Is that a tick, maybe? Yeah, that's 1 tick away. Hmm. Yeah, we're not out. We're not out until the lady says stop filled. The ninja lady. Man, it is so close. All right. Come on, push up. Push on up. Man, we came with a 1 tick. There we go. Just reminded me of the Titanic movie back in 98, 99, or whenever it was. It was like, I think they commented that the Titanic was one more push. Jump when it falls or something, he said. Jack. Jack knew what was going to happen. Ooh, buying, coming in. Come on, keep that gold going up. 32.70. How about that? It's a white knuckler. The death throes of my gold trades. We're locked in at $24 profit. We're sitting at $43 profit right now. I'm going to hold on. Like I said, profit or stop is my goal. This is the critical level because this is where the supply kicked in right at that red candle. If you're a supply demand trader, there is the critical level. Basically, the bounding box around a red popping candle is usually what people pick as the supply demand zone. And this is supply, so there's just too much gold at that area, too many people willing to transact in the short side. Means people are happy to sell it at that level. Hmm. Yeah. Flirting with us, gold. That supply zone. Certainly, today is a meaningful level. This also is a minor demand zone. We're getting close. Guys, it was fun. My session's over. We're up. And that's all that matters. We're up in the green. I hope your day was profitable. Remember, God loves you. He wants you to be with Him, and He wants to be reconciled to you. If you have any questions about Lion System, let me know. Send me an email or leave a comment here. I wish you all the best on today on Friday, and also the best in your weekend coming up. Hopefully, we will see you on Monday.